Welcome to American Rack's press conference. American Rack has been an exhibitor at SHOT Show since 2012, and we introduced the rack and the trunk mount in the previous years. This year, we're introducing the Flexible Vault. So welcome to the Flexible Vault's press conference. We make personal protective equipment for this changing world. With the way that active shooters occur every 36 hours somewhere in the United States, the way that women are abducted every hour, at least 12 to 24 women are abducted on average every hour. So what we at Flexible Vault decided to do is to provide a tactical backpack, a lady's purse, clothing, or a suitcase that has 4 functions that our competitors do not have. 1, ballistic pallet. 2, RFID blocking. 3, GPS tracking. And 4, a panic button bracelet that if they're in danger or in an uncomfortable situation, they can tap their bracelet in a sequence and notify 911 and 4 other loved ones that they're in danger. We will be working with Flair to provide the bracelet, a group out of Boston who are survivors from rape and from sexual harassment crimes. These women are outstanding, and we will have a relationship with them. We're still working out the terms, but it should be available next week. Check our website, www.theflexiblevault.com. So, welcome to our press conference. At the end of the press conference, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I have today with me my son Andre and my daughter Taylor to help us illustrate the benefits of the Flexible Vault. Again, we created this product as a response that there are plenty backpacks. If you go to the airport, 80% of the people that you see have a backpack. However, we want our backpack to not only look good and be functional to carry your items in, but we also want you to have features that don't exist in other backpacks. For example, Louis Vuitton has a backpack with ballistic pallet, but it costs $9,000. Flexible Vault will always provide quality products to you, and they will be at a reasonable price. The Avenger small backpack will start off at approximately $299. And the Avenger Backpack small is illustrated by Taylor here, my daughter. And inside the backpack, we want to show you that in case of an active shooter situation, this is the ballistic pallet. And this ballistic pallet can take up to a .40 caliber handgun. And we've had this tested at Macomb County Sheriff Department and has passed all NIJ certifications. And so we are very comfortable to say that this will withstand any type of handgun up to a .40 caliber. We also want you to know that inside the backpack we have a RFID blocking bag with Velcro. This particular bag will prevent credit cards, cell phones, and any type of chip in your computer, laptop from being compromised by a scanner or by a reader. We know now that high-tech crimes are at an increase, and if they can get in proximity of you, they can get to you. So as long as you can take the Velcro off, and the future models will have a zipper, but for the beginning, we will start with the Velcro as we illustrated. So as long as you put your cell phone or iPad inside the bag and then Velcro it, no one will be able to call you. You can go off the grid, but the biggest thing that we made it for is for you to block people from scanning your items. The third thing that we have is we have a tracking device. And the tracking device will be sewn into the bag. And if you activate it through your local carrier, there will be an app that can activate this. So find my Flexible Vault, similar like Find My iPhone. And so again, we're working out this and the launch date for you to be able to get everything, because today you can only get the ballistic pallet, the backpack, and the RFID bag. But when we get the contractual agreements with Flair, and we get the contractual agreement with the GPS chip carrier, then you'll have all 4 aspects. So give us about 30 to 60 days, and we're pretty sure that we'll have all the contractual agreements done so that everybody can be on the same page. But because of the young woman in Wyoming that said, and it's haunting to me to this day, we just got into a fight and he won't let me in the car. That inspired me because of my daughter and because of my mother and my wife and my grandchildren. I never want them to be in a situation where they feel uncomfortable and they're alone and they have no one else to call and find out that they're in trouble. So the Flare bracelet is just a godsend, and we've been working with that company, and I can't give them enough ingratiation because they nailed everything we wanted. This particular item will allow you to not only get a text message to see, are you okay? And if you don't respond, if you might have hit it by mistake, but if you don't respond, I'm okay, they're sending everybody. And they contact 4 other people beside 911 and let them know that you're at Flamingo and Las Vegas Boulevard. So I think that's just great. So having said that, we want to provide personal protective equipment. This is our ultimate survival backpack. This, as Andre holds it, is the Elite Patriot. Now the Elite Patriot is more towards SHOT Show. As you see, Taylor's is more of a fashion. It's a blue camo, it's nice, but it's more for a young woman who wants to go out and have a nice time and still be fashionable. But tactically, this particular survivalist backpack is not only waterproof, but it also has all the ingredients that a survivalist or a person that deals with firearms every day would want, such as the ballistic pallet again. And we have different level pallets, but for the purpose of today, we want you to know that this ballistic pallet is a little stronger than hers, and this will take up to a 50 cal. Now, until we go into ceramics, we can't protect the AR-15, okay? If you want a ceramic plate, no question, we will have vendors that we will offer ceramic, but because of the weight purpose and because of what we're doing as an introductory level, we just want to make sure that a handgun blast can protect you. We also have the RFID bags in this model as well. So that's really it. Flexible Vault is very honored and pleased to be a part of the SHOT Show. We are very, very honored and pleased to know that our customers who've kept us going with the rack products for the last 10 years also invite us to bring something new to the table. We will have this available with our distributors. We will have this in Cabela's. We will have this online. We will have this, and SHOT Show members and NSS members will definitely get a discount for any products that we provide. But at this point, what we're looking for is distribution networks. We're also looking for social media and endorsers to show this thing so that people can know about it. We don't want this to be a secret just in our guild in the SHOT Show. We want our writers to write about this. We would like bloggers to talk about this. We would like social media content so that we can be able to get this thing out. So that's what the veteran of SHOT Show feels about it. At this time, I'm going to let Andre say a few words about his generation, and then Taylor's going to close.
All right, everybody, thanks for coming once again. Just to kind of tag on to what my dad was talking about earlier, I think one of the advantages of this bag is, as a millennial or a Generation X, because I'm the last of that gen, I look for more functionality in anything that I kind of deal with on a daily basis. So looking at the flexible vault in itself, I think it gives a lot of ubiquity as far as the ability to kind of attach a GPS or RFID, right? Because I'm traveling a lot. I'm in different countries, and one of my worst nightmares will be somewhere and I get my identity and everything taken, and before I get on the airplane, I have an issue. You know what I mean? And then like hiking and being outdoors, and I seen a movie, I think it was called 28 Days Later, where the guy got stuck in between a rock and he couldn't get out, had to cut his arm off, right? So if I had a panic button, right, on a bag or a bracelet or whatever, I would be able it would be more functional for my life, for my quality of life. So I think it's awesome. I also have 3 daughters, and you know, them going to school, Oxford was right up the street from us, right? So if they had an opportunity, because really I just want them to have a chance to survive, be able to come back home, if I can put those type of compartments in something that I know they're going to have every day, GPS tracking, if somebody was to snatch her, I would know how to hunt them down. I mean, I probably shouldn't have said that, but you know what I mean. So I think that's what I look at as far as the book bag.
Thank you, son.
No problem.
Taylor, you want to just add something from a female perspective?
As a female, I definitely appreciate the products that we do have, and we have as far as a family business, because a lot of things is for our protection. I have 3 daughters as well, and living in this world and everything is coming at you from different angles, whether it's domestic, whether it's violence, whether it's gun violence, whether it's the schools. I just need more protection. So having the RFID bag, making sure that no one can take my information, having the ballistic pallet, making sure that whether my back is turned or maybe if I get into an argument and someone is not playing fair, that I'm going to always be protected, me and my children. And I think it's very imperative that children also have these in their backpacks when going to school, because everybody, again, doesn't play the same game.
And as Taylor and Andre both said, I have 3 daughters, a son, and 6 grandchildren. And again, and I know everybody can relate to this, when the Oxford shooting happened, as well as Columbine, you know, those kids didn't have a chance because somebody had an agenda and it wasn't good. So whenever we can provide any type of opportunity to have an advantage, you know, we can't say that it's a guarantee that if you have our ballistic pallet that you could survive an active shooter situation, but at least you'll have another option. At least you'll have a chance. And we want a chance today. You know, as you know with the virus, we all know people who got sick and loved ones been lost. But again, we live in a different world, y'all. Nobody thought we would be wearing masks 5 years ago, but we are. Nobody thought that you could have an active shooter situation at a synagogue or a church or Walmart or a nightclub or a school, but we do. So as a result of that, Flexible Vault would just like to provide personal protective equipment to our customers, to our family, to our friends, so that in this changing world, you may survive. So we have your back, and we are very, very grateful to give you this abbreviated press conference today. We just want to get to the point. And if there's any questions, comments, concerns that you have at this time, please feel free to ask those questions. So thank you so much for coming.
The RFID pouch to me is not, I was kind of chuckling when he pulled it out. I know that it can be easily integrated as the interior walls to a pouch, right? And then generally you will have either Velcro or a zipper, which will close out the system and then complete the task. So I'm going to start working on that. I'm glad I got his blessing and we got it on tape, you know, so I'm happy.
And you know what? At the end of the day, I'm grateful to be here. I love being in our SHOT Show community. I love being in the Guild. We've been here for 10 years now, since 2012. I was honored to start right down the hall, Marco Polo room. And so I'm grateful. But you guys make the SHOT Show. If you don't go out there and tell people that we're here and that we have something new that has possibly helped people, because that's what we're really about here. Our family are always into helping people and trying to improve the quality of life. And so that's what we're doing with the Flexible Vault. That's what we did with the rack. We know that we made a difference with gun storage and gun safety and gun theft by providing the rack products for the last 15 years. So now we're going into a new area because we know that young women, mothers, wives, and children need to be safe out here in this changing world, because there's a lot of predators out here, a lot of people that don't have the right intentions. And as a result of that, we tried to respond to that with the Flexible Vault. So again, we're really grateful to share this with you guys. If you have any more questions, really, don't hesitate. Thank you guys. Give yourself a hand for coming.